No, I don't. I disagreed with him. In fact, when I read it, I disagreed. I didn't know that he said it, or who knows what he said, because, frankly, I'm not sure that they reported accurately anyway. But assuming he said it, no, I disagree with that.
Donald Trump, speaking with CNN, distancing himself from comments made by Michael Cohen, his special counsel, concerning alleged sexual misconduct during the Donald's first marriage. Cohen's controversial comments came after the Daily Beast reported Trump's ex-wife, Ivana, said during divorce proceedings in the 90s that Trump had forced sexual relations with her. Ivana later recounted that statement and yesterday said, quote, "Incidentally, I think he would make an incredible president," end quote. So what does all this mean to the Trump campaign? To go more in depth, let's call on Allyn Root, himself a former presidential candidate, political commentator, and author of a new book coming out shortly entitled The Power of Relentless. He's Skyping in from Las Vegas, and joining us from Newsmax, New York, a guy who is relentless in his own right, Rick Ungar, senior political contributor for Forbes.com and co-host of The Daily Wrap here on Newsmax TV. Wayne, Michael Cohen is not affiliated with the campaign, but he is a Trump employee. So what does this latest dust-up and initial controversy mean for the Trump campaign? Does it spell trouble?
No, it doesn't mean anything. Listen, JD, first of all, hi, JD. Hi, Rick. Great to be on with you. And, I wrote The Power of Relentless. Guess who's the definition of relentless? Besides me, of course. Donald Trump. The guy's relentless. And the definition of relentless is like you're a human energizer bunny. You just keep going, and they knock you down, you get back up. They knock you down, you get back up. Donald didn't even say anything wrong or offensive or controversial this time. It was Michael Cohen, his attorney. So, listen, even if Donald had said it, it would mean nothing. You know what proves that? His comments about McCain were about as offensive as Donald will ever make, and you think veterans would be mad at him, and every veteran I know loves Donald Trump and is ignoring the comment. So I think he's a different kind of candidate. We know he's going to say things offensive. We know he's going to say things that are controversial. Doesn't even bother us. The more he says, the more popular he gets, and the more his ratings seem to go up.
Well, as I'm looking at the expression on the face of Rick Ungar, I think he may have a different point of view. Rick?
Actually, I don't. I think Wayne's right. It saddens me immensely, but I think he's right. This will bounce right off of people who are Trump supporters, just like his remarkable comments about John McCain did indeed bounce off of those who are Trump supporters. I don't understand it exactly, but you know what? It is what it is. I can't disagree with it. I think that Trump is Teflon when it comes to that 25 or 26% of the Republican voters who appear to be solidly in his camp. Maybe that's going to go up. Maybe it's going to go down. We'll see. But right now, he can say just about anything, and it's okay with them.
Well, speaking of saying anything, Wayne, I just got one thing I need to ask you about, and that is what the Donald said in a recent radio interview. Something to the effect that he wouldn't be opposed to a Trump-Palin ticket. Now, that didn't work for John McCain in 2008. Would we possibly see Sarah Palin on his ticket, and would that work for Donald Trump?
Well, who knows? I think he was just throwing a trial balloon out there, as politicians often do. Listen, I think the whole controversy with the, Donald Trump and the ex-wife Ivana and what happened in their marriage, most Americans don't care, because guess what? If you've ever been divorced, you know that divorce lawyers throw everything out there. They lie about everything to try and get an advantage and get more money in the divorce proceedings. Nothing that's said in a divorce proceeding should ever be held against anyone running for political office, because you can't tell what's the truth and what's not. Both sides make up whatever they want to make up, and it's not Donald or Ivana that made it up. It's the lawyers. So that won't be any effect at all. The Sarah Palin thing, I think Donald's trying to burnish his conservative credentials, and a lot of conservatives, I'm not discussing all of America, but a lot of conservatives really like Sarah Palin's moxie. And that's the same thing, Rick Ungar, that they like about Donald Trump. As I wrote the other day in a commentary, Donald Trump's mouth is a nuclear weapon. And I think Republicans and conservatives are thrilled to finally have someone who's using his mouth to attack the other side.
Well, and it's tenor of the times that you can say that, and it worked to his advantage. Rick, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm not sure you can be as expansive as saying all Republicans and conservatives. I do agree that there's obviously a percentage of them that absolutely feel that way. Listen, I am not about to pass any judgment, certainly not on television, about the value of Mrs. Trump's deposition, the book that was written, the article yesterday. People will read that. They'll make up their own minds. It's really got nothing to do with me.
Fair enough. 30
so
seconds.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Here's what I have to ask. I do have to, before we take our leave, 20 seconds to you both. Trump right now is relying on business associates in terms of help with the campaign. Can a successful campaign be run without political people? 15 seconds to you both. Wayne, first to you.
I just think Trump is the Uber of politics. You know what Uber is? Disruptive. It's going to put taxis out of business. It's changing the world. Trump's redefining politics. He's doing it the non-professional way, and I think a lot of people like it.
Final 15 seconds to Rick Ungar. What do you think?
I don't know that you have to have political professionals. Maybe you're better off without them. There's a good argument for that. But I also don't think Donald Trump's going to take this all the way. So we're not going to learn it from his campaign.
Wayne Allyn Root, Rick Ungar, our thanks to you both, gentlemen, with your insights and analysis on Donald Trump. You know, Donald Trump remains at the top of GOP polls. Critics say he doesn't have a plan, but he's written a book that offers his plan. It's entitled Time to Get Tough. It outlines the Donald's plans to roll back Obama's policies, secure the border, deal with China, terrorism, and much more. Newsmax has an offer for you to get that book for free. Go to newsmax.com/Trump book and get your copy today.